Sir, India's sugar mills are no longer about just producing sugar. In fact, they are all transitioning to a biocomplex or a bioenergy, biorefinery. From your vantage point of view, how do you see this changing?
Everything was started from only sugar centered. So the factories are now focusing on energy as a main product. So ethanol is becoming very important material, and it will become even more important in future.
So where are some of the technologies that you operate or some of your patents apply in transforming a sugar mill?
Let us sell sugar as a sugar, because sugar is one of the key value creator for the sugarcane value chain.
Sugar miller has to have a better CCUS starting today. What should they do?
They have to actually spend funds in our farming, make the drip irrigation absolute must, make the nutrient recycling.
So how can India match in terms of global benchmarks for whether it is recovery, energy efficiency or water usage?
One places we are doing extremely well, but another places we are doing very badly also.
Such as like?
So we have to actually focus on agriculture. So industry has made a mistake in last 10 years. They have made huge investment only in the factories,
Right.
but they have not invested in the farming. So farming has to be strengthened.
Sir, you deal with many mills. So is there something they are doing incorrectly in terms of investing today?
It's a good question. I really want to point out this.
Yeah.
Take revenue per ton of cane
Right.
as your benchmark. The new sugar factories have to look at converting the value of the sugar and biomass into valuable product.
Welcome everybody to ChiniMandi Podcast. I'm your host Sri Raman. Our guest today, Mr. Vivek Verma, is the Managing Director of Spray Engineering Devices Limited. 3 generation in sugar technology, and several patents, worked over 50 countries. So that's spray engineering. But what Mr. Verma drives is a transformation of a sugar mill from just producing sugar into an energy complex. And he balances the rigor between academic, scientific knowledge and expertise and business and revenue. So let's hear him today. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, India's sugar mills are no longer about just producing sugar. In fact, they are all transitioning to a biocomplex or a bioenergy or a biorefinery. From your vantage point of view, how do you see this changing?
It is. Everything was started from only sugar centered. Now we are moving towards a situation where power export is also becoming obsolete. So the factories are now focusing on energy as a main product. Now energy is, even sugar is also energy, but the energy which is, you can say, energy for the cars, energy for the chemical factories. So ethanol is becoming very important material, and it will become even more important in future.
Right. So it's not just sugar millers adding an ethanol plant, right? But we are seeing more and more innovations happening. Some of them are really becoming biorefiners, like not as, even a spent wash, which was a pain point, is now a feedstock for another source of energy, right? So we are seeing a complete transition. What are some of the areas you might have worked in this?
See, we should look at sugarcane as an alternative to the petroleum product.
Right.
So while petroleum is coming at a cost of around 4 rupees or 5 rupees per kilowatt hour,
Right.
the sugarcane is supplied by the farmer at around 2 rupees per kilowatt hour. So you have a 2.5 times cheaper raw material available to be converted into any product which you want. The only difference is that scale. While petroleum, you can bring ships after ships and a big plant, but this you have to grow sugarcane,
Right.
and you have a limited amount of material, and you are having only about 6 months availability. So you have to make use of it in a better way. But it is definitely much cheaper than petroleum as a raw material.
Sir, I have detailed follow-up on that. I'll come back to you. But in your 30 years of dealing with various sugar mills across the country, some of them, let's say, who are very at the top or who are prominent maybe 20 years ago, some of them are not so prominent today, right? While others have moved on to new innovation-led, what do you call, revenue that is more, as a function of innovation than just making sugar, right? So where are some of the technologies that you operate or some of your patents apply in transforming a sugar mill?
See, where we are focused in especially last 15 years, we are trying to say that let us not burn anything in this sugar industry. Let's convert every carbon molecule into a product.
Right.
So let us sell sugar as a sugar, because sugar is one of the key value creator for the sugarcane value chain. But what is not sugar is also substantial amount of material.
Right.
It is almost 2 times more than sugar itself. So we are trying to create value there, thereby tripling the total value created in the sugar cane complex. And then once all this biomass is saved and an intermediate product is created, say a product like ethanol and sucrose is not a finished product. You have to actually make more product out of it.
Right.
So sugar refining or biorefining, you can say sugar complex has to actually move beyond sugar and ethanol.
Right. So given this, why aren't everybody doing it? What are the inefficiencies and how can technology fix it?
Yes, it's a very good question. See, one of the biggest problem is that all sugar factories and sugar companies are still much smaller companies than large corporates that we have. And most of the sugar factories are running only for about 4 months, 5 months.
Right.
And it is seasonal, lot of pressure is there during the crushing season. They cannot do much of innovation because of this pressure. And this is the reason, this seasonality and the issues also of scalability.
Right.
That you cannot have 1,000 sugar factories in India. You have 1,000, but they are owned by 1,000 different companies.
Right.
So lack of collaboration, lack of focus and development is happening in this industry.
So there is nothing that tech can do. It's more about people and processes. That's what your
tech can do.
Yeah.
Technology is available.
But it's the people and process that has to move.
I can easily see that a ton of sugar cane,
Right.
you can actually see 20,000 rupees per ton of cane value, where currently we are at 5,000 rupees. So we can actually make 4 times more value out of the same sugar cane value chain. But that needs investment, that needs realignment, and it is very difficult to realign.
That's a very tricky statement to say in this podcast, because most of our audience will simply calculate the recovery rate of average 10 to 12% for sugarcane and render your maths moot. So please further elucidate on how you arrived at 5x the or 4x the price
yes.
of. Yeah.
I will give you one example. So sugar is always there. So I will exclude sugar in our discussion.
Sure. Okay.
Now look at pulp, for example.
Okay.
Now a ton of sugar cane has about 70 kilograms of pulp.
Okay.
Which is good quality pulp, at least at 60 rupees per kg it can sell.
Okay.
It adds another about 4,000 rupees per ton of cane without any problem.
Right.
You are still left with a lot of biomass, which can deliver you the additional biomass, which is about still 100 kgs of biomass, which is neither sugar nor pulp.
So this pulp is apart from the bagasse?
Yes. No, it is pulp. It is part of the bagasse.
It's currently in the bagasse, but it is burnt as in the cogeneration plant.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. So there is more value in the pulp itself, which can pay for the farmers.
So, okay. After pulp, what is left as that can go to the cogeneration?
Yes. No. Okay. Cogeneration is already gone. That is something sugar industry is not understanding. The boilers, turbines, this is gone. Very difficult to make money out of it.
Right.
So I am saying that burning will destroy everything. So making power, you just buy power. Rather, sugar industry has to buy power as much as they can. Then they will make money.
Why do you say that, sir?
Because see, who will generate power? Farmers will generate power.
Right.
The power is actually much cheaper when you buy.
Than producing it and the capex that you invested and so on.
Yeah. You see, when you burn sugar cane bagasse in the boiler, you generate power with only about 20 or 30% efficiency.
Oh, okay.
So power generation efficiency is so bad that cost of power is 5 rupees, 6 rupees, 7 rupees, just fuel cost.
Right. I'm also aware that some of the mills that wants to sell the power back to the grid, that agreement and all that is always an hassle, right?
So even if it is 10 rupees per kilowatt, it is a loss-making proposition for the sugar industry.
Right. Yeah, I'm aware that you also do boilerless plants. So
It is needed.
yeah, so the boilerless plants made for saving on, let's say the, power generation being expensive, right? Cogeneration being more expensive than buying power, or was it done to extract more value from the sugarcane, such as we extract the pulp instead of burning it as bagasse? What were some of the reasons?
See why I don't want to burn biomass in the sugar factory is that today we are all talking about sustainable aviation fuel.
Right.
What is sustainable aviation fuel? 85% of the SAF is carbon, and that has to be green certified carbon.
Right.
Now, from where this carbon will come? It will come from the sugarcane biomass only. So, 15%, the hydrogen portion of this, majority is already available in the bagasse.
Right.
Some portion you have to bring from green hydrogen. That means that you have to get cheap power and you generate green hydrogen and combine this green hydrogen, lock it with carbon, and it becomes aviation turbine fuel.
Right, but green hydrogen is already, it's not, I mean, the gray hydrogen being $1, green is somewhere hovering around $4 to $7, right? So it adds a dependency now. To make SAF, I need a cheaper green hydrogen. Hydrogen is not cheaper right now because there isn't efficiency there.
It will become.
Yeah.
See, you have seen.
Is it a chicken or egg, sir?
No, it is not chicken and egg. It is something like in early 90s, mobile phone arrived.
Right.
It was elitist instrument.
Of course.
Today it is the poor man's.
Even a homeless person has one.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So this is green hydrogen in a country like India is like our lifeline. India's future energy is not petroleum. It is not coal. It is green hydrogen. Because India has 365 days of
sunlight, yes.
And we have plenty of land available. We have
soil farmer.
Yes.
Yes.
And our farmers will produce.
Yeah.
Future's green hydrogen will come from the farms. It is not rooftop. It is farm top which is going to rule the world.
Right.
In India at least.
Sir, on this, if I were to ask a question that kind of summarizes what we are talking. Let's say I'm a miller today, sugar miller. I have 100 rupees to invest. How should I break this up, this investment?
Save steam.
Okay.
Save steam. Save biomass. You cannot do this overnight.
Right.
Every year you have to move away from burning biomass. Biomass, even if you save it, you can sell it.
Right.
And you become ready for future biomass to ethanol, ethanol to chemicals.
Right.
So ethanol and biomass, they are like a intermediate product.
They are not the final themselves. They are a means to an end. Yeah.
Yes. So it is. I believe that ethanol economy or carbon economy around agriculture will grow maybe 100 times than what it is today.
Right. Sir, I understand you work more than 40 countries or so.
Yeah.
So how can India match in terms of global benchmarks for whether it is recovery, energy efficiency, or water usage? What are some of the benchmarks that world has set and we are catching up? And how can we get there?
See, actually, if you see energy efficiency, even in the farming, we are doing some wonderful job. But it is like a paradox. One places we are doing extremely well, but another places we are doing very badly also.
Such as like?
So you can see there are farmers who are actually reporting crop yield as much as 250 tons per hectare.
Right.
And there are areas where the yield is only 50 tons per hectare. So we have to look at why some of the best farmers, why they are achieving this, is use of drip irrigation, use of very good soil conditioners, use of the carbon and right nutrients. So we have to actually focus on agriculture. Industry has made a mistake in last 10 years. They have made huge investment only in the factories,
Right.
but they have not invested in the farming. So farming has to be strengthened. The sugarcane is growing in the field. Unless we get to the average yield of at least 150 tons per hectare, this industry will not prosper.
Right. So that's the benchmark we need to.
We have to.
Work
The other countries are achieving about 150 tons per hectare. India has enough sunshine to achieve it.
Right. Sir, coming back to ethanol, because your first question was a lot on that. You also spoke that ethanol is not the end product itself.
Yes.
It should be seen as a means to an end.
Yes.
So we got E20 and we have seen some success. But what are the, and sugar has been at it, then grains came, all this has happened, right? Unless, let's say, even when the needle moves now from 20 to maybe E20 to E25 or 30, how should millers be ready for it to embrace
So this will happen.
Right.
Look at the situation.
I'll clarify, sorry. What I mean by that is, currently we are in excess capacity, right? We have twice as much capacity as the requirement. That is not where I'm getting it. I'm saying, because you said don't see ethanol as the end product itself, and given we might definitely move from 20 to E20 to 30 or so on and so forth, that is just one way in which ethanol is used. So I'm saying, how can millers be ready for what is the true possibility an ethanol can do? That's where.
See, in my opinion,
Yeah.
India should not lose the opportunity of becoming #1 exporter of the sugar also. We should consistently export refined sugar because most of the consumers are around us.
Right.
So sugar is actually per kilowatt hour, sugar is actually even equally valuable as ethanol. But we should see a much bigger opportunity of 2G ethanol.
Right.
Where the expansion is going to be enormous. Means I can see 10 times or even 100 times expansion.
Sir, I'll
of
be a
this
little
area.
cynical here if you allow me. We have two or three 2G plants in the country with massive capex, not even functioning at half. What brings your optimism? Initially, I was also optimistic, but given where it is, makes me a little cynical.
This is something
Yeah.
where I tell that why many of the Indian technical people, they leave India, or at least they don't work for the Indian companies. See, we are not believing in science and technology. You have to take some examples.
Sir, I believe, I've seen it, and
I will give you two examples.
Sure.
South Africa, since more than 75 years, is making from coal, aviation turbine fuel, petrol, diesel. Do you know that? Sasol, the one of the biggest plant, coal to liquid fuels.
Right.
75-year-old plant. Since more than 25 years, Qatar, which does not have oil, they have gas. They have used that technology to convert gaseous fuels into liquid fuels. And Qatar is also using the same technology to convert, to make petrol, diesel, but this is coming from gas. Now, India doesn't have coal or has limited amount of coal, but we have plenty of biomass.
Right.
Now, we have to convert that biomass into syngas and syngas to anything using the same technology which is in use since 75 years in South Africa or Qatar.
Right.
So, live examples are in front of us. The question is that we are not debating, we are not discussing. We are just using only ethanol as one of the options.
Fair enough. So when you say, I mean, my question was specific to the 2G ethanol, not, I'm a science guy, sir. I love science and believe in science. So
ultimately, 2G is also going to make petrol and diesel, and it's ethylene. Ethanol will become ethylene. Ethylene will make every type of polymers.
Right.
You are still at a raw material level only. So only it is ethanol is being made because it is made with microbiology, and which is easier to adopt because you are in the
lignocellulostick.
And there are several pathways. When we say that one pathway has failed, there are 10 more pathways available.
Right.
So we must follow all 10 pathways. Maybe one of them is best for India. So SCDL as a company is following the LenzaTech pathway,
Right.
which is very different from the pathway that has been followed world over. So we believe that let us not differentiate between garbage or gobar or bagasse or trash or anything. Just convert this, just dry it and convert that into syngas. Syngas is nothing but carbon monoxide and hydrogen, and then you are at the same level as Qatar or South Africa. From there, you can use catalyst or you can use microbes to make ethanol or aviation fuels. And the chemistry is very simple, straightforward for that. The thing is that these technologies takes time and money to build. And the main thing is that biomass should be available.
Which we do, plenty of.
But we are trying to actually eliminate the burning completely, because even today, the sugar industries are in fix. They are not getting good value of the bagasse right now. So they are suffering. Cogeneration is gone and they are suffering now.
Sir, tell me some of the countries that is doing right in these things.
See, actually, very few countries are doing it. We are lucky in some ways that India has value not only for food, because 90% of our sugar is consumed in India. And when we produce these chemicals and carbon-based molecules, that also will be consumed within India. So we are very lucky that our sugar industries, both the raw materials, means the entire sugar cane, both the finished products, which is sucrose-based product and non-sucrose based product, will be sold in India itself.
It adds to our self-sufficiency, our Atmanirbhar creed stands.
So, and we have the green hydrogen. As green hydrogen will be produced, the sugar industry will be the biggest consumer of the green hydrogen. Because to make any molecule, sugar industry has a lot of carbon, but it is deficient in the hydrogen. So it will consume a lot of green hydrogen. And thereby I am saying that farmers of the future will be not only producing sugar cane, but they will be also producing a lot of green power. And that green power sugar industry will convert into.
We already call them Annadatta and Urjadatta, but we'll have to call them green Urjadatta.
Yes.
Sir, what are some of the things? Okay, we have been talking about global benchmarks. What are some of the things we are doing well, the world can learn?
Actually, we are doing exceedingly well. In terms of the energy efficiency, the Indian sugar industry is one of the best. Even though we are running only for 4 months, we are still, at least we are not making losses even today.
I would take it with a pinch of salt, because about half the mills are always in a questionable scenario.
But we are not, the Brazilian factories are also not making money. So they have the disadvantage that they have to export 90% of their sugar out of their country at a deep discount.
Okay, debatable, but because I'll go with it.
India is importing Brazilian sugar even today for exporting white sugar.
Not always, sir. I mean, see, we have our own cycle of,
but our port-based refineries, they are not running on the domestic raw sugar. They are running the imported raw sugar.
And they refine it and they.
I would like that they should run only on domestic raw sugar. So we should produce cheapest sugar in the world. We should produce cheapest ethanol in the world. Even if we don't export, at least for our domestic market, we will be actually big strength.
Sir, there is a point about ethanol and why we are not cheaper. In fact, this comes up many times. For example, when people ask, how do we have so much excess capacity? Why are we not producing enough ethanol? Why can't we export ethanol? All these questions keep coming. But where it all started was, one, our energy self-sufficiency, yes, but also we wanted to have a fairly solid farmer income, and that was one of the reason the whole blending program started, and the price has been kept so. The off-takers pay a price that they pay, which pretty much makes our 1G ethanol unexportable at our price point. It's at least 20% expensive than anyone else, right? So your dream and your vision, I share the spirit, but that might lead to a different set of problem is what I'm saying.
Look at the power availability. 2 rupees, 3 rupees per kilowatt power is available. Sugar cane is available 2 rupees, 3 rupees per kilowatt. Look at the price that sugar industry currently is getting for sugar. Around about 9 rupees per kilowatt for sugar. 12 rupees per kilowatt or 10 rupees per kilowatt for ethanol. Raw material 2 rupees. Finished product 12 rupees, 10 rupees. It is still making loss.
Right.
Because the efficiency is very low. The problem is not farmers.
Right.
Problem is processing.
Understood. Right.
It is, I am saying we are responsible for it. We have to change this situation. We have to improve our carbon efficiencies.
Right.
We should stop losing carbon. We should start using cheap hydrogen, which is going to get available in near future, and make our products, which we are importing, carbon
if
in the sugar industry.
Sugar miller has to have a better CCUS starting today, what should they do?
They have to actually spend funds in our farming,
Okay.
make the drip irrigation absolute must, make the nutrient recycling.
Right.
The sugar cane brings the nutrient to the factory, and factory don't use any nutrient. All this nutrient, if it is delivered back to the farm, then farm doesn't need nutrient.
Right.
So nutrient is taken care of, and a right water at the right time is taken care of. The crop productivity, quality will be doubled.
Right.
The cane availability will be doubled. And then you spend time inside the factory, don't burn biomass.
Right.
Convert that biomass into ethanol and pulp and sugar. Sugar is for export or domestic consumption. It is already a very highly valuable thing.
Right.
It is twice as valuable as fuel.
So we'll put it this way: sugar is for human energy needs,
and export.
The rest is for the machine's energy needs.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. Right.
And then you have excess carbon in rest of the biomass.
Right.
Then you give farmers an option to generate some solar power also. A farmer can earn in 1 hectare, if he plants the solar, he gets money equal to 4 hectares of sugarcane.
Right. Sir, what you're saying is a sugar company will be a energy company pretty much, which is one, has anyone done it? Is there a textbook case study you have? If you don't want to name them, that's okay. Why aren't everybody doing it? Is it a policy issue? Is it a capital issue? Is it technology issue?
See, it is like this.
Right.
It is, everybody is stuck. Nobody has cash flows. Sugar companies are not research companies. They are commercial companies.
Sir, there are EPC players. I mean, how did they all install a ethanol plant now?
So all EPC players, they are not research house. They are EPC players.
Right.
So the innovation happens with the individuals and individual companies, and investment happens by the sugar companies. They are not making big investment. They are making small investment just for survival. Even maybe government can say, let us have a competition. Let us build without fear about failure. Let us build modern factories, modern examples. Then something can happen. It happened in Germany, for example. Germany, at the time of unification, had a very typical situation.
Right.
East Germany was having 25 sugar factories. West Germany was having 10 to 12 sugar factories. West Germany factories were highly efficient, good. And East Germany factories were small factories, highly inefficient. But what they built in late 90s, they built 2 5-star factories. The money, it was not built by the government, it was a competition.
Okay.
2 sugar companies, they built two different factories, they competed for the performance. And they set a benchmark, 50% or 40% energy as compared to the best factory in the West Germany. So East Germany built, and I saw those 2 factories, they were 2 times or 2.5 times more efficient than the West German factories. And suddenly all the small factories of East Germany vanished.
Right.
And today, the West German factories, the old factories, have also become as efficient as the East German factories.
So what was the magic formula there?
The magic formula was the government initiated the competition.
Right.
And they gave grant based on, not on the lowest cost of the machinery.
Not L1, L2.
No L1.
Yeah.
Who will perform more,
Right.
will get the factory grants.
Nice.
So 50%, 40% money came from the government And today Germany is one of the most efficient producer of the sugar in the world.
Right.
Just because they adopt the technology.
They are
without
engineeringly
fear.
always advanced, so no wonder that they can also pull this off.
But it was all private sector supported by the government.
Right. Sir, in terms of you deal with many mills, so is there something they are doing incorrectly in terms of investing today?
Yes.
Like I know they are investing a lot. Are they investing it in a?
It's a good question. I really want to point out this.
Yeah.
Everyone was expanding.
Right.
And I have seen factories which were originally a 2,500 ton factory, they crushed the same amount of cane.
Right.
And today they are 12,000 ton crushing capacity. They are still crushing the same cane. They were earlier running for about 250 days. Now they are running for 80 days.
So the TCD makes no difference, right?
So actually they have to get rid of crushing. Crushing is one of the lowest value thing in this value chain.
It's not a pride statement to be made, right?
Crushing, don't look at crushing. Take revenue per ton of cane,
right,
as your benchmark. That how much you make
I
revenue per ton of
cane. I have 100% attendance in my class, so I'm the best student, right?
Yes.
So is that the actual measure of my performance?
See,
it's almost like that, right?
Yes.
I could be getting 35 marks in the actual exam, but I have 100% attendance.
The attendance is at least you
it's
have.
Almost like that. The TCD has become like that, right?
TCD is like you are trying to snatch the cane from somebody, but you are unable to do because other is also equally smart.
Right.
Everybody is expanding and nobody is actually looking at the farming, whether the practices are right. Nobody is adding value. They are all at 5,000 to 6,000 rupees per ton of cane,
right,
while they can easily be, as I said, 20,000 rupees per ton of cane. But no one is spending money on this.
Most mills, sugar mills, about us section or website section, you are likely to see the first line being, we are so and so, this is our TCD. That has become a statement or a thing of identity for pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Actually.
So what should it be? How do we rename it?
See, actually, in my opinion, we have to look at farming and crushing as same entity. So main thing is sugarcane farming. That is most valuable thing.
Right.
And crushing sugar cane and separating juice, it is very simple job. Real job is from this biomass you make aviation fuel. That is your job. The new sugar factories have to look at converting the value of the sugar and biomass into valuable product.
Okay, what
that
you're
is
saying
your main job.
Stop calling yourself a sugar company, calling an energy company. That's it. That's mindset change will answer most of the questions.
Sugarcane processing, I call in the agriculture engineering post-harvest processing. Post-harvest is also not the finished product. It is an intermediate product. When you send something out of your farm, you do post-harvest processing.
Right.
The current sugar industry is only post-harvest processing. Real processing will start from then, from sucrose to confectionery, or sucrose to maybe lactic acid, citric acid, or from biomass to aviation fuel. That is the real value. If sugar industry does not shift to that, then it will be destroyed. It will be like a post-harvest. It is arbitrage. Little bit of cane collection, you will get little bit. It is today farmers are giving cane, and actually value addition by cutting and harvesting is equivalent to the processing.
There are several factors, sir. I mean, if I say it out in a a recorded video like this, it could be leading me to trouble. But there are a lot of interest. See, the cooperative mill's interest is it exists to buy the cane. The mill was created to buy the cane. So as long as they keep buying it, they think they are doing their job. So this happens. We are asking for very tall, higher order ask from them, right? So
see what is happening. We are forgetting that agriculture in India. Now let us just look at whole agriculture. Let us not just see only sugar industry. See, India's agriculture contribution to the GDP is about 15%. We can, if the non-food biomass of the entire agriculture, if we start using it, we can add another 15% value in the raw material stage itself.
Right.
And then if we start processing it, then we have a new bio-based industry, which is actually dependent on not on crude oil or gas. For example, urea is coming from LNG or compressed gas, but urea can come from parali also.
Right.
Same thing. So we have to look at that the sugar industry can actually become 5 times, 10 times bigger. The moment
everybody is sitting on a massive opportunity.
Yes,
Massive. Yeah.
So you are just creating value out of the total biomass of only 25%.
Right.
75% biomass you are trying to burn or rot,
Right.
and then you are not creating any value. And the cheap green hydrogen and cheap solar power which your farmer can produce, you are not giving them this opportunity.
Right. So we are at a third of the efficiency.
And we are in a wonderful place. Why India is 25% of the world population? Right. It's such a wonderful place.
Sun, soil, we got good weather, good water.
So let us use it.
Yeah.
Let us not compare Brazil or China or Europe or America. We are at a unique place. So make use of this and make this whole value chain highly productive and most, you can say, globally competitive. Let us not take pride. If you want to build a big business and great business, we have to be globally competitive.
Fair enough. Yes, that is on the merit. I mean, you need that to be there. Yeah.
Let us not talk about this price or that price.
Right.
Let us talk about profitability and happiness in our entire value chain, where everyone is contributing to the best of the ability and we reach the global benchmarks.
Right. Sir, thank you so much. I have a few questions about the company, Spray Engineering Devices Limited. So, you operate, you do several things, several patents, several countries. But for the uninitiated, if they are hearing for the first time and you are to allowed only a line, will you call yourself an EPC company, a tech company or somebody else?
We are a technology company.
Okay.
We are
Agri-tech, you can say, or energy tech?
Agri-tech.
Agri-tech company, okay. Sir, in a competitive landscape, like, the previous question just ended on that note, you should be competitive globally. What is your magic that took you to more than 40-50 countries in a span of 30 years?
It was always my work on the energy front, which took me everywhere.
Right.
And there are countries which are even more aggressive than India, and which will keep us busy in next several decades.
Right. So, because when we say India and tech, we are usually seeing the likes of a TCS or an Infosys. That's what Indian tech industry looks like. How did you break the barrier in agri-tech, biotech, energy tech and all of it?
See, I am an agriculture engineer, so my heart is for farm worker, not for software worker. So I am fighting for the honor and for the dignity and for the betterment of the farm worker. So that is where I grew up in a sugar factory.
Oh wow!
So my father was a sugar technologist, and I have lived and played with these people who are growing cane or who are working in the factory.
Right.
And so I worked for their happiness.
Nice. So it's good to know that 2 generations of you are involved in sugar.
Yes.
Is there more? Are there more generations?
Yeah, my third generation is also in the same line.
Right.
And
sir, as a company, SED is India first or global first?
For us, always India first.
Right.
Global is also important, but India first.
Sir, now to rapid fire questions. You can answer in few words or 10 seconds, whichever is faster. So, one technology Indian mills are underestimating.
It is 2G ethanol.
One global trend that India will hit faster than expected.
India will become greenest country and will not burn coal or oil ahead of everybody else.
I can't wait for it. One myth about the ethanol industry.
That it is only fuel. It is 10% fuel, 90% not fuel.
Right. A bold prediction for bioenergy by next 5 years.
It is going to boom.
What do you think of ChiniMandi?
It's a great, first of all, it is a Indian name.
Yes.
So I like, I'm a very big supporter of the Indian languages.
Right.
And it's Indian name and Indian slogan. It's a very good media platform. I really love it.
Thank you, sir. And if a new person is investing, let's say somebody new is investing in the sugar business today, where should they invest?
They should invest in farming and farming with a good collaboration with the factory.
Right.
So farming is no longer growing cane, but it is also farm top power and recycling the nutrients. Sugar factory can deliver 100% nutrients back to the farm. So actually, sugarcane farming is the biggest value addition in its value chain.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. We'll probably host you again in one more episode.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.